Welcome students, now we will move to the next exercise, exercise 18.2. In that first question, the perimeter of a square is the same as the perimeter of a rectangle. If the rectangle is of size 105 centimeter by 15 centimeter, then find the area of the square. Okay, so how we can do this? Length of the rectangle is given as 105 centimeter. Breadth of the rectangle is given as 15 centimeter. Perimeter of the rectangle is given as 2 times L plus B. So, we can calculate that perimeter. We will get that as 240 centimeter. Then they said in the question that perimeter of square is the same as perimeter of rectangle. So what will be the perimeter of square here? Perimeter of the rectangle we find out 240 now. So perimeter of the square also will be 240 meter. What is the formula for finding perimeter of square? 4 into side. So 4 into side is equal to 240. What will be side? 240 divided by 4. So you will get the side of the square as 60 centimeter. Then from that you are able to calculate area of the square. How? Side into side. 60 into 60, that's equal to 3600 centimeter square. Now we are moving to the second question. Two field, one square and other rectangular have the same perimeter. The square is of side 60 meter while the breadth of the rectangle is 40 meter. Which field has a greater area and by how much? So here side of the square is given as 60 meter. Perimeter of the square is given as 4 into side. So you will get that as 240 centimeter as the perimeter of the square. They said perimeter of the rectangle and perimeter of the square are equal. Okay, so perimeter of the rectangle means perimeter of the square. Perimeter of the square means we got that as 240. Okay, so perimeter of the rectangle is equal to 240 meter. What is the formula for finding perimeter of the rectangle? 2 into L plus B. So 2 into L plus B is equal to 240 meter. Breadth of the rectangle is also given in the question as 40 meter. So substitute that breadth also in this equation. So 2 into L plus 40 is equal to 240 will get. From that what will be L plus 40? 240 by 2. This 2 we taken to the right side. Now from that what is L? L is equal to 120 meter. Length you got. Now what we can do? If we know the length, we are able to calculate length and breadth we know of that. So here L plus 40 is equal to how much you got? 120 you got. So what will be length? Length is equal to 120 meter minus 40. So you will get that as 80 meter. Therefore, area of the rectangle is equal to L into B. Length and breadth we got, substitute, you will get 3200 meter square. Area of the square you can calculate using side into side. So 60 into 60 you will get that as 3600 centimeter square. Now square, from these two you just compare which one is big. This one is a bigger one. That means area of the square is a bigger one. So what we can conclude? Square field has a greater area. And then how much more? The more area that a square field has is equal to, from this area subtract this one. So 3600 minus 3200 you will get that as 400 centimeter square. Now we will move to the third question from the exercise. The length of a rectangle is 25 centimeter and breadth is 15 centimeter. If the perimeter of a square is the same as the perimeter of this rectangle, then find the area of the square. Now third question, length of the rectangle is given as 25 centimeter, breadth is given as 15 centimeter, perimeter 2 into L plus B. Substitute the values, you will get the perimeter of the rectangle as 80 centimeter. So what will be perimeter of square then? Perimeter of square and perimeter of rectangle are equal, they said. So perimeter of square is equal to this one, isn't it? 80 centimeter. Perimeter of the square, you know the formula, 4 into side. So 4 into side is equal to 80. What will be side then? 80 divided by 4. So you will get that as 20 centimeter. Now side of the square you got, you are able to calculate area of the square. How? Side into side. So 20 centimeter into 20 centimeter you will get a 400 centimeter square. Area of the square you got. Okay. Hope all of you understood this question. Now we will move to fourth question. In each of the following figures, find the area of the shaded portion. So 3 questions are there that we have to do. So first question, all of you draw the rough figure in your notes. So here you can see outer rectangle and inner rectangle. This is the area of shaded area. Okay, so this areas this portions area we have to find out. So you have to first find out area of the outer square. How square it is 8 meter each side. So side into side 8 into 8 you will get a 64 meter square. And then area of the inner rectangle, how we identify that inside it is a rectangle, because dimensions given as 4 meter and 3 meter, so it is a rectangle. So 4 meter into 3 meter you will get as 12 meter square. Then area of the shaded portion, how we can calculate area of the outer minus area of the inner. So you will get 64 meter square minus 12 meter square, you will get 52 meter square. Now the next figure you can see like this. Okay, now here this is a shaded portion. Okay, so you have to find out the area of this shaded portion, means from the outer rectangles area you have to subtract these 4 rectangles area, isn't it? So area of the outer rectangle is 25 and this 15 is given. So 25 into 15 you will get 375 meter square. Then area of the inner square, each side 4 meter is given. So 4 into 4, 16 meter square. Like that, how many squares are there? 4 is there. So this multiplied by 4, you will get the area of this 4 squares. So area of 4 inner square is equal to 4 into area of 1. So 4 into 16 meter square, you will get that as 64 meter square. Now how to find out the area of the shaded portion? From the area of the outer rectangle, subtract the area of 4 inner square. So 375 meter square minus 64 meter square, you will get 311 meter square. Hope it is clear. Now one more question is the next. You can see question number C. Here the shaded portion is the path actually. This one is the shaded portion over here in this question. And here dimensions of the outer square is given and this width is given everywhere. Okay, so how we can do? First we have to calculate the area of the outer square. How? 8 into 8 will come. So you will get 64 meter square. Now side of the inner square, how you can calculate? From this total subtract this portion and this portion. So 2 plus 2. So 8 meter minus 2 meter plus 2 meter will come. So 8 meter minus 4 meter. So 4 meter is the side of the inner square. So what will be the area of the inner square? Side into side, isn't it? 4 meter into 4 meter, you will get 16 meter square. Then what will be the area of the shaded portion? Area of the outer square minus area of the inner square. So 64 meter square minus 48 meter, 16 meter square, you will get a 48 meter square. All of you do this in your notes and submit through Google Classroom. And one more question you can see in this exercise that is not needed, that is excluded for you. Okay, so only these first 4 questions we have to do this year. Thank you and have a nice day.